Alright, check this out. This is an item sorter. Due to my raid farm video, wanted me to make a video about item sorters. So I figured why not, I'm pretty bored. So check this out. This is how you build it. I'll rebuild it here in a sec, but just take a look at this. This is all it is. Okay. The top piston, or the top hopper, contains items in this arrangement. So what you would do is when you first start a farm, the item that you want to sort into a chest goes into the first slot, and the other 4 slots are filled with items that can stack to 64. This filter is specifically for items that stack to 64. Okay? So what happens is if I throw down redstone dust on this, it doesn't go anywhere, right? It's not the correct filter. Nothing's going to happen. But if I throw the correct item on, because it's not bedrock and it's constantly checking if the item is, on top of the hopper, it will actually accept the item, and this will stack up to above 41, and when it reaches 41, it stops. This hopper takes the items from this hopper, puts them in the chest. Why does that happen? It's very simple. So this comparator is reading the contents of this, and when this reaches 41 or 42, this redstone is powered, which powers this repeater, which unpowers this redstone torch, which unlocks this hopper. So if I throw down a lot, you can go take a look here. You see how that's powered? So it's getting powered, it's powering that, and now it's not. It's very basic stuff, see? So as for building it, it's very, very easy, okay? You start off with a block here with a repeater. You go up behind it. You build one on top, another on top, and another on top. You take a comparator, have it facing just like this, 3 pieces of redstone dust, come down here, place the torch, and now you place the hoppers. So this is the filter hopper, the one that filters the items. You place your chests. See this? It can be a double chest or a single chest. Place the hopper that's going to take from the filter. So let's say we want to do, let's do carpet, okay? And we'll use chains as a filter. So now we come here, we throw a carpet. See this? You see what I'm doing here, right? Notice how this is now active, this is not active, this is enabled. Does an update on the F3, and now we have carpet in here, and this is at 41. So I can show you on my actual, I have a world copy of my world here. This is the raid farm, that video that I made. This is basically just this. I can actually go to Spectator. Oh, I don't have cheats. That's funny. So you can expand this actually as far as you want, like probably to the world border if you really needed to, assuming that everything would stay loaded forever. One thing I didn't show you is how to make the automatic dispensing system, which is actually very useful. So look at this. What we're going to do is log out, go to our creative world. This is what you call an automatic dispensing system. This is what you would put as overflow protection in your item sorter. So check this out. I take 30 chains. You see that lava there? The items are out of the game now. This is incredibly easy to build, and you should definitely incorporate it into overflow protection. Because if you're doing, like, let's say you're doing a mob farm, if you leave it running long enough, eventually even things that you want to sort are going to get full. So check this out. What we're going to do is we're going to go below this dude, and we're going to put some lava here, okay? So as for building this, look at this. This is what? 4 blocks and 3 pieces of redstone and 2 comparators. This is actually one of the easiest tech contraptions to build. This is all you do. You have to set this to subtract. That's about the most you got to do. Okay, come over here, put a piece of redstone dust. You put redstone dust here, here, with a comparator. You kind of see what we're going for here, right? Only this has to be facing that way. So now, we place our hopper, take our chest, and now we get to figure out why it's not working, because we did not put a block here. You have to put a block here because on Java Edition we have quasi-connectivity. This is why Bedrock is such a bad version of Minecraft. This doesn't work on Bedrock. You got to do something a little bit more involved. So I can put items in here manually. So this would be a good way to make an item trash bin, I guess. Or alternatively, it's a good way to make overflow protection. You see this? Look how easy this is. So now I'm going to go back over to my survival world, which this is just a copy of it. It's actually a realm. So I'm going to go ahead, turn on LAN, and I got to allow access apparently. So I can go to Spectator Mode, and you can see that there's 2 of these, right? I already explained this, but now we get a little better picture of it. So there's lava here, and you can see it's just the exact same way that I built that on the creative world, this auto dispensing system. So how can you incorporate multiple item sorters into one machine? It's very, very easy. So watch this. These are the chests that the raid farm originally puts items into, right? So you've got the hoppers here being fed by one hopper minecart. So it goes into this chest or this chest, and then both of those have hoppers beneath them that feed into a singular hopper line that just goes straight. There's no filtering done here. This is actually just to transfer items. These hoppers are the filters. So you can see everything here that I wanted to sort. You got the emeralds here, spruce planks, because nothing in the farm drops spruce planks. It means it's a good filter. You can also put stuff like stone brick slabs, because there's 0 chance that any stone brick slabs end up in the system. This is what happens when you aren't checking your filters. I don't care to fix it though. Like even if something happens like this, like it's still gonna work. I was probably doing some construction and one of them fell into the hopper line, so it's whatever. I'm over it at this point. And you can see this is the exact same way that we built the sorters on the creative world. It's just mirrored all the way down. That's all it is. As say make item sorters. So at the end of the line, you see how these aren't filtered? It's because these are for the unstackables. It's very hard to sort unstackables. Not really worth it with a raid farm because, you know, the gear is crap. You're mainly going after the totems, right? So let's see what happens. When it's going this way, if this is empty, it's going to take the unstackable item and it's going to put it into this chest. Okay? And then behind these chests are 2 hoppers. That's why there's 2 levers here. Because if I only had 1 lever, this chest would have items in here and it would go into this dispensing system automatically. And then it would, you know, take some totems. So I have both of them here to prevent, you know, just to lock them. So when the items are going this way, if they come across a filter that has an appropriate sorter, it'll go down to the proper hopper and into the chest. If it's an unstackable item, it will go down here, and then when the chest fills up, it'll start filling up the hoppers until these hoppers are full. And then everything that is an unstackable has no choice but to go to the dropper here, which is another auto dispensing system into lava. So there's 2 of these guys, right? It's just like how I explained in the video, but now you can actually see it. So if I take us to, it might be faster for me to go over there in survival if we're going to be honest with each other. If I take us over to my base, I can take you to my mob farm. And the mob farm was actually the first place where the item sorter was, it was more than just like one sorter. Like the sorters for the iron farm with a poppy filter and all that, yeah. But the mob farm, you've got various amounts of items coming through. So I'm going to come up here just to clear the mob cap of anything I may not, have the light level for. Clear it, come on down. There they are. And then we'll go to Spectator in a minute. But you can see here it's the same concept. Only the way that the chests are sorted now is there's a lot of what do you call this? Like backflow storage. Like this has been running for quite a while. And that dispenser you're hearing are the overflow items being dispensed in the same way that the ones at the raid farm are taken care of. Okay, so like this is just full of basic mob farm stuff. Like it's absolutely full. There's really no reason to use these things anymore if we're gonna be honest. So, but you can see this. It's the same concept. You can build it with like any blocks, other than like glass. See this? It's made out of iron blocks, obviously, because we got that big ass spawn chunk iron farm. So this is the kind of stuff you can do with item sorters. You should definitely be using them in your builds. If you're having an issue with like fire from the lava, just like build it further away. Maybe surround it with non-flammable blocks. Lava, basic Minecraft logic. But that's that's item sorters. There's really just not a whole lot more to go over. I'm gonna have a link to Minecraft wiki so that you can have like a view of it, like a schematic. Also, don't ever build an iron farm like this. This is a iron farm from Waddles. This is not a good iron farm. Don't ever build that. A little pro tip for you. So, hope you enjoyed it. You can see here all the monsters dying, so we can listen to that beautiful sound of the dispenser going off because everything's full. It's great. It's good, and I recommend you do it. Thank you. Have a good day.